Hi, my name is Joe Cogliano. I'm a Norton resident. I would like to bring to your attention a serious concern with the proposed bylaw regarding notice. The proposed bylaw language removes mailed notice to abutters for zoning amendments and replaces mailed notice with notice by newspaper. Mailed notice is provided for with zoning map amendments. Now, the Planning Board is relying on the minimum requirement of Chapter 48, Section 5, notice in a newspaper of general circulation. However, newspapers are no longer a viable method of notice. You can see at any newsstand how thin they are today. The reality is people aren't reading them. The issue is the legal minimum requirement versus what is right and proper notice, especially for important issues involving property rights and speech rights. If you don't get notice, you can't speak for or against something, for example. Now, to get through the noise of all the communications that people are bombarded with daily, the best choice is mailed notice. The Planning Board relied on newspaper notice to residents regarding the proposed bylaw changes, which in this case is improper because it's ineffective. Improper notice is shown by the lack of citizen participation at the Planning Board hearings regarding this matter. Few, if any, residents showed up. Now, a direct mail to residential addresses in Norton consists of 6,900 pieces. The Sun Chronicle, the newspaper that the Planning Board uses, has only 400 subscriptions in the town of Norton. Even electronic subscriptions are fewer than that number and generally come as a part of the print subscription. This translates to a residential household notice penetration of approximately 6%. For notice through newspapers. That means approximately 94% of the households in Norton did not get notice of the proposed bylaw changes by the Planning Board via the newspaper. How can this be considered fair and proper notice? What is the cost of mail notice? A direct mail postcard to residential addresses in Norton, consisting of 6,900 households, is less than $3,500. The Planning Board states that there is no money for mail notice, but there is money for the Planning Board to hire an attorney to sell the proposed bylaw to the public at town meeting. The Planning Board received a grant of $60,000 to amend the bylaw, but did not put aside any of that money for mail notice. The town's budget is approximately $81 million, and there is another warrant article at fall town meeting to increase town employee wages, but there's no money to provide notice to the people who pay the taxes to pay these wages. Now, lack of funding to provide proper notice to the residents of Norton makes no sense. Notice by newspaper is ineffective and diminishes the rights of the people of Norton. Notice should be provided by mail at least until the town has a viable database of resident email addresses. I ask you to please vote no on Article 15, both to protect your property rights and your speech rights. Thank you.